Saturday afternoon, are you getting wore out with all the fun and festivities? I'm not. I've been here since Thursday night. I can only remember part of it, but I've had a great time. It's really been fun, okay? I'm going to introduce myself because I'm a daytime speaker. It's the really trick guys at night. They yell introduced. But I do want to tell you that I got my very first ever fishing job about 2 blocks from here, back in 1977 at the fuel dock. It was the very first boat I ever threw up on. It wasn't the last one. It was the Pegasus. It was a new boat back then. It was shrimping. I did that for 2 years, and then I jumped up to Ballard and went king crabbing, and never looked back. So we're going to take a trip to Alaska. I would like to. Is that too loud? It's too loud? I'm kind of hyped up. Sorry. Okay, I'll settle down here. We're going to take a trip to Alaska, but I'd like to interview the crowd because the speaker is supposed to speak to the crowd. Who has been to Alaska? That's a lot of hands. Wow. Who would like to go to Alaska? That's the rest of the hands. Okay. Who has been to the Bering Sea or the Aleutian Islands? These are the ones I got to watch out for. Who in here is a gill netter? Yeah. Now, let's really boil it down. Who in here is a set netter? All right. This could be a tough job or an easy job. It kind of depends. Now, I have to apologize for the light. It's not his fault, but I have really rich, vivid, expensive photos that I took. I'm just kidding. But the light's going to blow them out here. So this is where we're going. We're going to Alaska, and I'm going to take you fishing on a couple different adventures. It covers basically the last 30 years of my life and my family's life. In what would probably be considered the big boat fisheries, as opposed to what most of the people here that I know deal with on the smaller boats. Let me get set up here. See if I can get it. Okay, did anybody know Alaska was this big? That's the truth. It stretches from Savannah clear out to Sacramento. It goes up to Duluth and down to Texas. Is anyone here from Texas? You didn't even hoot. Well, normally, in a big crowd, I get a lot more Texans, and I like to show them this. Now, there's a friendly rivalry between those two states. Who has the most oil, who's the biggest, blah, blah, blah. So, all you have to do is get that new t-shirt that's come out, and you can tell any Texan, or send it to them for Christmas. It'll really be a lot of fun. Okay, I had to get the globe turned on its side and panned over to get you an idea how far away the Bering Sea is. We are going to the Bering Sea. The Bering Sea is north of the Aleutian Islands. Somebody turned off lights back there. Find that guy and have him turn that light off. That'd be wonderful. You did that?
I didn't do that.
Oh, okay. I'm going to ask you a trick question. It's not a trick question, but it's a tough one, really. And I wrote a book, and I'll give away a book to anyone that can answer this. Now, this is going to get loud because this is a full house, and that's cool. You got to yell. And it's not a trick question. It's just round numbers. When I sail out of Seattle, all of the Bering Sea fleet works out of Seattle. Seattle's like home port. When I sail out of Seattle for Dutch Harbor, Alaska, in the Aleutians, how far north do I have to go in miles?
200.
You got it. He said 200. I'll give him 3 because it's 300 miles is all. Now watch how this works. It's insane. The Aleutians are not that far north, but they are way, way out west. So if I leave out of Seattle and I run this sort of track, it goes up and over. I go up to Ketchikan, I turn left, and I drive for 6 days out to the southwest to get to Dutch Harbor. But look what happens when I get out there. Look at this line here. That's the meridian down from Dutch Harbor. It's 500 miles west of Kauai. So everybody thinks, oh, those Dutch Harbor, those deadliest catch guys, they're up in the Arctic, and it's horrible, and blah, blah, blah. We're not that far north, but we are way, way, way out west, okay? And then we get horrible weather for another reason. It would probably take me a half an hour to explain. But trust me, the weather is not like Seattle. One last thing, it's like a necklace. They call it the string of islands, 350 islands that start up at the Alaskan Peninsula and stretch all the way over to Russia. And along the south side of those islands is a trench that is 5 times larger in every dimension than the Grand Canyon. Okay? It's 25,000 feet deep, one of the deepest places on Earth. And the amazing thing is, I got something else to show you. I'll show you this first. The amazing thing is they're all volcanic. They're all born volcanoes. But this 10,000 foot volcano actually dives through the water down 25,000 more feet. That's a 35,000 foot mountain. You didn't learn that, did you? Dead as Capt, did you? Okay. Is there anybody here from Michigan? Oh, do you show everybody where you live? Yeah, see, he did it. He didn't even think about it. That's how you do it, man. Okay, I'll show you how to do Alaska. I had a 6-year-old kid show me this. Put your right hand out in front of your face. Come on, you guys. It doesn't cost anything. Straight arm out, thumb down, and curl your top 3 fingers. Now, point the illusions down. There you go. There's Alaska. Now, that's another freebie from Capt Jack. Easy, huh? So we will be concentrating on this area from the Aleutians here up into here, which is called Bristol Bay. That's been the majority of my last 30 years. I've had forays into other places, but that's really been it. Okay, when you fly into Dutch Harbor, the Aleutian Islands are treeless. They are green carpet, thick green carpet in the summer, and they are foggy all summer. The cold Japanese current comes up, hits that warm 34-degree Bering Sea water and turns into fog, and it's foggy all the time. Now, in World War II, they assigned 10,000 troops to Dutch Harbor. They told all those poor boys that there was a girl behind every tree. You gotta love it. This is called Nirvana. For me as a photographer, if I spot a chunk of sunshine, I'll stop the truck. Yes! Oh, my day just got better. Thank you. How cool is that? So that really is green. That's an area up above Dutch Harbor they call Nirvana. Now, one of the strange things in nature adapts, right? I believe that. There are no trees, and they're 500 miles west of Hawaii, and there's more eagles there than anywhere in the world. It's more concentrated. The problem for the eagles, not a problem, they've adapted. The problem is there's no trees to hang out in or nest in, so they hang out on your boat. They hang out on construction cranes. They hang out on forklifts, or, they're everywhere. They are treated very well, but they live side by side with humans. I'll show you some more about eagles here in a little bit. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you, sir. That's so nice, not having that. Okay, we're going to get on a boat, and we're going to go take a couple adventures. This is the boat that I was on from 1980 to 2013. It's a 123-foot Marco. It was built in Ballard. They built 13 of them. They were considered the Cadillac boats. This boat never made me nervous, or I never felt like I was going to come to grief. Maybe it's from some stupid things I did, or some stupid things my crew did, but it wasn't the boat's fault. So we're going to load this boat, and we're going to go chase some salmon to start with. We did a lot of that. It's got a 3516 1800 horsepower engine that pushes a lot of water. We tow some big nets. Now, don't raise your hand, but are there any girls here online dating with fishermen? Okay, she's not bad. He had me take this picture of him. He's a really smart guy. And then I saw him putting it on a couple of online dating sites. And I said, Junior, why would you do that? You got ugly old coveralls and everything else. He goes, oh, Captain, they really dig the big propeller. I'm telling you, be careful if you're dating a fisherman. They get some weird ideas.